about a few miles further north. Actually, I'm starting to think this might have been the scenic overlook that my parents and I stopped at 10 years ago. I thought it was the one south of Port Sanilac, but I think that might have been the one. Just because I remember going down a hill, going down to the shoreline. Alright, well, we'll see you at the next point of interest. And we're now approaching a small village called Forestville. It's actually between Port Sanilac and Harbor Beach. However, compared to Port Sanilac and Lexington, this is not as big. But still absolutely worth a mention, though. Yeah, as of right now, it hasn't really been much in the way of anything other than residences. Oh, there's a couple stores in here. Although I think the little antique mall is closed though, so yeah, actually, yeah, not really much going on in Forestville. But yeah, the next town or city we'll be coming up to would be Harbor Beach. Should be too far from here. Actually, I'll find out at this mile post right up here. "12 miles, yep, to Harbor Beach, 37 to Port Austin." So yeah, Port Austin, yeah, it's a good 25 miles northwest of Harbor Beach going along M-25. A lot of open spaces over there. Oh, a lot of nice fall color right over there. Anyway, we're actually about to enter Huron County. Here's right where the pavement changes. It's always a good marker of where you enter into a different county, especially in Michigan. But Huron County is like is the county in Michigan that's basically on the northern part of the thumb. Because yeah, obviously, if you look at a map of Michigan, the Lower Peninsula looks like a giant mitten. So this would be like the tip of the thumb, pretty much. Well, the tip would be more going up toward Port Austin and stuff, but we're getting there. Another mile or so north of the last segment, another roadside park. Yeah, that's definitely not the roadside park we stopped at, though. It's like I still can't remember which one of the first two that we stopped at. But of course, then again, 10 years ago I was a sophomore in high school, and all I was thinking about is getting my driver's license a month later than that, and also, and of course, having crushes and liking a lot of girls and stuff during high school, of course. Parents like what every teenage guy goes through during the high school days. Good views of the lake, which is pretty cool. Something's going on up here. I'm curious what's going on. Oh, it looks like we have a county park, though, over here. Yeah, like in these situations where there's a lot of parked cars like this, it's like, although the speed limit is 55, I'd rather slow down. Okay, yeah, there must be something going on at the park today. But definitely a nice day for that, though, so definitely a good thing. And we finally made it to Harbor Beach. Actually going to be, before continuing on to Port Austin, I'm actually going to be stopping in here to do a Let's Visit video. Yeah, I'll be curious how quiet or busy the downtown area is today. So far it looks pretty quiet, and yeah, this is definitely the biggest city north of Fort Gratiot, as Lexington and Port Sanilac aren't as big as Harbor Beach is. That's a pretty cool church over there. Okay, coming up in the next segment, we'll actually be leaving, well, in this video, we'll be leaving Harbor Beach, continuing up to the north, but actually going to be stopping to do a video, which will be in a separate video. And we're finally continuing north on M-25, about a mile or so north of Harbor Beach. And from a milepost sign I saw about a mile ago, about another 16, 17 miles away from Port Austin. Another several miles to go to Port Hope. And actually going to the Point of Bark Lighthouse, which is about another 10 miles down the road. Yeah, definitely a lot of people in Harbor Beach, especially along the shoreline. If you watch my Let's Visit video of, a lot of cows over there. Yeah, if you watch my video of the Harbor Beach video, which I'll not sure if that'll go up first before this video or after, I haven't decided yet, but yeah, you can definitely tell there's definitely a lot of people. Not a whole lot, but quite a few people on the beach area. All right, we'll see at the next point of interest. And we're coming into Port Hope right now. In comparison to Harbor Beach, it's definitely a lot smaller community. But yeah, definitely a gorgeous day. Can't even see a cloud in the sky today. Definitely a lot less people, though. At least that I can see out and about. Maybe because it's a lot smaller than Harbor Beach. Pretty nice looking bank right there. Got some nice homes in here. Yeah, I'm not sure why they have a right lane end sign, and technically there really isn't a right lane. Oh well. Yeah, now we're leaving Port Hope, and next stop actually going to be going to the lighthouse. Well, actually, it's still going to be about another several miles before the lighthouse, though. It's 16 miles to Port Austin. Definitely pretty quiet over here. And as a matter of fact, the lighthouse is actually coming up really quickly here. They're actually going to be turning off here. So I'm going to head over to the lighthouse, and I'll be... So at the next segment, I'll already visit the lighthouse. And I'm back on M-25 again. Just got off Lighthouse Road. Actually went over to the over to the Point O'Bark Lighthouse. Actually hadn't been there in like 10 years. So it's definitely great to go there again. And yeah, Port Austin should be about another several miles. Yes, when I say about the state of Michigan, there's definitely a lot of lighthouses. In fact, I think it's the state that has the most amount of lighthouses. So that's pretty cool. Alright, coming up next, we'll be getting ready to head into Port Austin. Well, I guess after this curve, I guess. Yeah, I could see a little bit of the lake over there. Yeah, I'll keep the video going a little bit longer. It's actually pretty scenic in here with all the trees, especially with the ones that are starting to turn colors already. Alright, I'll see you in Port Austin. Okay, yeah, the lighthouse is actually a lot further from Port Austin than I thought it was, because I was in a long stretch of just farmland for like quite a few miles, but we're actually finally coming to Port Austin now. I'm actually going to be stopping and doing a Let's Visit video here as well. But first, as it's already getting around lunch, it's starting a little bit past lunchtime. I'm probably going to stop and eat lunch while I'm here too. Might do that first and then I'll do the next video. But yeah, this is the northernmost town or village in the Thumb region. And actually right up here, yeah, M-25 actually continues down to this way, and we're actually running to M-53. This is actually the same highway that takes you all the way down, well, obviously the Bad Axe, takes you down to Imlay City and Romeo, all the way down to the eastern part of Detroit. Pretty quiet down that way. And actually, you can see a little bit of Lake Huron all the way over there. Pretty much around Port Austin is where the Saginaw Bay empties out into Lake Huron. You know, you got quite a bit of people in town today. Actually, looks like even a farmer's market's going on too. Yeah, a lot of people here, and actually, got a farmer's market going on there, but not for too much longer. It's actually on until like 1 o'clock today. Yeah, pretty much right around here is where M-53 actually ends. As you can see, we have the harbor over there. Then M-25 actually continues this way, heading toward Caseville, and over to Bay City. So actually I'm going to stop and do a video here in Port Austin, and actually going to be continuing down the road soon. Probably into part 2, probably going into part 2 if it hasn't gone to part 2 already. And we're getting ready to leave Port Austin behind a bunch of motorcycles. I actually just got done doing a video here, and actually I'm going to crack the window open a little bit, get some fresh air in here. But yeah, definitely a very nice community. Had a nice little walkout pier where you can see a lot of Lake Huron. Technically now, the Saginaw Bay, as it technically empties out into Lake Huron over at Port Austin. Actually got a little park over here too. Actually has a baseball field. And we're going to continue heading over toward Caseville and eventually to Bay City. But I'm actually going to be doing a video, also in Caseville, but also going to be stopping in at Port Crescent State Park. I'm going to do a quick video over there too. But yeah, pretty much here, between here and Caseville is a lot of cottages and stuff along here, especially along the water. Get 17 miles to Caseville, 43 miles to Unionville, and then 67 miles to Bay City. So if I were to go straight to Bay City, it'd be like an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half probably to get over there. But yeah, it turned out to be a beautiful day today. Yeah, certainly a lot more scenic in here than it was coming in from the east side of Port Austin on M-25. There was a lot of farmland over there, but actually got a lot of trees over here. Especially because we're right along the Saginaw Bay, which is not too far away from the other side of the trees. There's a lot of homes and cottages and stuff in this area. Despite the fact we're only in the thumb region, makes it feel like you're up north. Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, you can. On the other side of all those cottages, you can see the Saginaw Bay over there. Yeah, I definitely love the scenery in here. Probably this part of M-25 probably has some of the nicest views and stuff. A lot of trees and wooded areas, although I think there's a lot of farmland. About a mile on the other side of those trees, but right along the coast it's pretty nice. As a matter of fact, we're approaching Point Crescent State Park right here. Well, I'm going to the day use area, but yeah, the campground is actually right in there. Another couple miles and we'll be to the day use area. I'm actually going to be stopping in there to do a quick video. I think we're supposed to be going over the Pinbog River. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Pinbog River should be pretty close to here too. Yeah, it definitely is a nice day for a bike ride. a little bit of work on the bridge. Alright, I'm actually going to be going off to do the video over at Port Crescent State Park, and then I'm actually going to continue along to head over to Caseville. And we're back at M-25. I actually stopped in at Port Crescent State Park, did a quick video over there. I actually had some beautiful views of the Saginaw Bay in that park. Actually, I was able to walk right up to the shore, too. Oh. Got a putt-putt golf place right over there. So I'm going to continue on to Caseville. Actually going to be doing one more video there on top of this M25 video, and that'll pretty much be the day. Definitely done a lot of videos just in Huron County alone today. As we pretty much continue along the second half of M25, as this is the stretch that goes all the way to Bay City. I've actually got another park right over there too. Probably the alternative if you don't have the recreation passport to get into the state park. We got a lot more cabins, cottages, and summer homes in here. This has definitely been a nice drive so far. I've actually never been on this part of M25 before, between here and Bay City. Alright, we're going to continue on to Caseville. Yeah, I'm not at the Caseville yet, but this is definitely very scenic. Passing by a lot of parks and stuff. A pretty long beach, too. Definitely have nice views looking out over that way. Yeah, summer homes here are probably really expensive, especially with the great views of the lake. Yeah, I'm not sure why I haven't been on this stretch of M25 before, because it's definitely probably the nicest stretch of the highway on the whole route.